Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about ChatGPT Images 2.0 that just dropped an hour ago. Now, this is actually a lot more important than I think a lot of people think. AI images have absolutely taken over when it comes to YouTube thumbnails, images on meta ads, just about everywhere. Here you can see a UGC example where I gave it this AG1 product photo with big text, medium-sized text, and small text. And when you look at this image that it one shot, you can see that the text looks perfect on the product that the man is holding up, and the man looks extremely realistic. And as an AI marketer, one of the most common things people use image models for is start frames for videos. So this is an example of GPT-2 creating a start frame for what would be a piece of content, as you can see, very similar to this one, of a video that I would post on my life hack brand on Instagram that I've gotten over 900 million views creating this type of content. And if you want the behind the scenes on how I got over 900 million views on Instagram this year, as well as all the templates and automations that I use, as well as joining over 1,300 members that are absolutely obsessed with AI image and video generation, make sure to join my school community. The link will be down in the description. So really quickly breaking this down, I think the aesthetic looks really good. It looks somewhat realistic, but also cartoony. You can see the two faces right here. And then another little detail is it was able to embed the life hack watermark really well into the middle. So I think it did a really good job at this image. I'm going to try to keep this video pretty short and to the point on all the use cases that I think are valuable with GPT 2.0. One thing to note is you can use it on ChatGPT directly, just asking for images, and it could do 9:16 here, as well as they integrated it directly into FreePik. I'll have my referral link in the description, and just so you can see right here, you can choose only these dimensions. I'm pretty sure they're going to be updating them with more shortly as ChatGPT supports more. But one thing I wanted to note right here is you can generate on high version, and I can generate about 400 of these with my $45 a month plan. And then on medium, I can do about 1,300 images, just for reference if you're planning on subscribing to FreePik. And on ChatGPT, you could basically ask it for free. I have the $20 plan, and I've asked it quite a few times, and it hasn't stopped me yet. But yeah, one thing I noticed with GPT is it's a really good image creation model. It's not as good, I think, at editing images as much as Nano Banana 2 is, but I really think that it's going to put up a very strong fight when it comes to comparing this to Nano Banana 2. So let's go through some of the first examples. This is just a selfie from an iPhone of a woman. And the whole point of this model really is to try to make it look as realistic as possible. So I think this looks pretty good. I don't really see any flaws with it. I think it's almost imperfect to a level that it looks more realistic. And then let's scroll down right here. We have the man selfie in the gym. As you can see, the sweat looks pretty good on this one. It just looks overall realistic, and every month we're essentially getting more and more realistic AI, and it's becoming harder and harder to tell between reality. So all my prompts I took from an AI, and basically this one was supposed to test motion and everything. As you can see, the person looks really good, but there is a little bit of glitching up on the skateboard. You can tell this is AI because the skateboard is definitely changed. So, you know, overall the person, the aesthetic, really, really good, but you can definitely tell that the model can still make mistakes based on this render. This is another test right here trying to test how realistic an image would look like of someone just writing on the piece of paper. As you can see, if you really look at it closely, you can see there's some kind of like mistake right here, but some of the letters just look a little bit too good. Maybe it's just my handwriting, but overall it's very impressive, but maybe not completely perfect. Going down to this one, this is supposed to be a test of a piano player with a wedding ring on the left hand. As you can see, it got that detail, and the hands and the piano and everything look very realistic to me. Music notes right here, you can tell, you know, it doesn't fully understand what the music notes are supposed to look like. But other than that, the image is really good. Scrolling down, this is just supposed to be an iPhone with a SAS splash screen. You know, it's very simplistic, but it does look good, and the text looks really sharp, unlike probably how it would be in the past. Scrolling down here, we have Tokyo at 2 a.m. The lighting looks really cool. The reflections look really cool. I think it did a really good job at this. Then we have a macro photo of a raspberry. I'm not sure how realistic this looks like, but I mean, I think it did a good job overall. Then scrolling down, we have 3 people of different generations. So this is supposed to be the grandmother, the mother, and the daughter. You can see it looks pretty good. One thing I do notice and start to notice when I generate this is you get these little kind of like imperfections. It's kind of hard to describe, but there's just this like stylization that I see really hard here and here that I just noticed quite a bit in a lot of the ChatGPT's generations. But other than that, it looks very impressive. Okay, and then going on to this is a macro shot of a bee. I mean, this one looks pretty impressive to me. You can tell, you know, the little pollen and stuff like that. But the little cross hatching, or I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a little bit obvious in this photo too. And then here is the last test I did directly on ChatGPT. This is a really cool one. Something GPT, even from image 1.0 a year ago, could do. It can create transparent images. And as a designer slash, you know, creator on YouTube, like this is actually really huge because, you know, the fact that it's extremely transparent and usable when put into other images and stuff like that manually, it just goes a long way. And then lastly here, I had it create this, which you may recognize from my actual background. This is not actually where I am. I've been recording this entire time with a background that was generated by GPT 2.0. Now let's quickly go to the generations I did on FreePik. These ones have reference images, so we're testing a little bit more, but the first ones are just the same prompts as I give on ChatGPT. As you can see, this woman looks like a very realistic selfie. Definitely something you could catfish people with. I think I like this one even more. This is the guy in the gym. Just the details of like the sweatiness in the skin, ChatGPT has nailed on this update for sure. Now this one right here, which I'm going to pop up, if you guys know Jin Yang from Silicon Valley, all these images are just based on him. This one is him flexing with a Lamborghini. I thought this one was pretty funny. I think the chains kind of look a little unrealistic how the pendants are, and it doesn't look exactly like him, so I wouldn't give this the best rating, but here is him on Wall Street. I thought this one was a lot better. It looks just like him. I really like how the settings work and how you have all these people and the screen's very similar. This part looks a little weird right there. Other than that, I think it looks pretty good. You have Jin Yang in UFC. I thought this one was pretty funny, but it looks pretty realistic in my opinion and a lot like him. And then we have Jin Yang as a samurai. You know, not too much there. Then we have Jin Yang as a space explorer with the SpaceX logos. I mean, that looks really good. I think overall, I really like this photo that ChatGPT created. And then here is the new test. The new test, I gave it this reference image, and I gave it specifically this AG1 boxing because it has packaging, because it has this big text here, medium-sized text, small text, and then extremely small text. So when we look at this image, you can see one of the improvements is the text is substantially better. On other AI models, it would really mess up small text. But here you can see the big text is perfect. This text is perfect. You know, this looks really, really good and really, really good. And you can't see it perfectly, you know, without zooming in. But it is miles beyond what it used to be. And then we had this test that I started the video with, you know, very realistic skin. The box looks really good in this one. Then we have this image. I thought this image was also great. You know, this is a perfect way to start a UGC video. You just need to generate these images and then animate them with CDance or VO. This one was good except for the guy has 2 arms on the right. So it definitely messes up, but like the solar flare right here, the box, everything else about it is very, very impressive. Now here is the thumbnails. Now oftentimes it would create these like 3 side by side. I think it's just how my prompts are that are kind of like messed up. But this image that I showed you in the past, it was a really good start frame for my videos. And then right here, I did one more test where I put Jin Yang into an actual manga that was colored. And as you can see, it looks like him. It's able to create all the cells and everything in one image with all the instructions. So this just illustrates how good the model is at coming up with more graphic designs. That's something that they demoed a lot in the video and that I'll maybe go into more detail in the future. Anyways, these are all the tests I wanted to show. I want to get this video out as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.